Kayleigh, after 5 years in Germany, was excited. She missed peanut butter, her family, the familiar hum of American English. Europe had been good, safe, affordable, exciting, but America was home. She landed in Seattle, a city she remembered for its vibrant energy and opportunity. She'd left a good job in Berlin, drawn by the promise of higher pay in the tech sector. Plus, a little voice whispered, "America is where dreams are made." She'd saved diligently, had a solid resume, and was ready to conquer. Kayleigh imagined finding a spacious apartment with a view, maybe even buying a little place eventually. She dreamed of weekends exploring the Pacific Northwest, of building a life full of adventure and, yes, financial security. Her American dream, though, began to unravel faster than a cheap sweater. The job market, once a welcoming ocean, felt more like a shark tank. Competition was fierce, salaries lower than she'd anticipated. Apartments, even shoebox-sized studios, were ludicrously priced. Her carefully nurtured savings began to dwindle, each swipe of her debit card a tiny stab of anxiety. The American dream, it seemed, was going to be a lot harder to achieve than she'd imagined. Kayleigh quickly realized she wasn't alone. The American dream, once a potent symbol of upward mobility, was faltering for many. The costs of housing, healthcare, and education had skyrocketed, while wages stagnated. The gap between the rich and the poor yawned wider, resembling a chasm more than a gap. The promise that hard work equaled success felt increasingly hollow. Many Americans were working 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet, their dreams of owning a home or retiring comfortably fading into the distance. The American dream, once a beacon of hope, was becoming a source of disillusionment and frustration for a growing number of people. One evening, Kayleigh tripped on a Seattle sidewalk, twisting her ankle badly. The pain was excruciating. Then came the second wave of agony, the bill. Even a simple ER visit resulted in a 4-figure sum. Her European health insurance, once a comforting safety net, no longer applied. She discovered that in America, getting sick or injured could lead to financial ruin. The social safety net, designed to catch people in times of need, felt more like a flimsy hammock riddled with holes. Kayleigh, raised on stories of America's exceptionalism, felt increasingly disillusioned. Was this the land of opportunity she'd been sold? Section 4. The weight of individualism, a society out of balance. In Europe, Kayleigh had experienced a different societal model, one with universal healthcare, affordable education, and a strong emphasis on community. Returning to the US, she was struck by the intense individualism. It felt like everyone was on their own, scrambling for a piece of the pie. This every man for himself mentality, while deeply ingrained in American culture, seemed to be exacerbating the problems. The sense of community, of shared responsibility for the well-being of all citizens, felt worryingly absent. Section 5. Kayleigh's Reckoning, Redefining the American Dream. A year after her return, Kayleigh sat in her tiny, overpriced apartment, staring out at the rainy Seattle sky. The excitement she'd felt had been replaced by a weary disillusionment. The American dream, as she'd envisioned it, felt broken. Was it time to pack her bags again? Or was there a way to reconcile her ideals with the realities of American life? Maybe, she mused, the American dream wasn't about material wealth or climbing some predetermined ladder of success. Perhaps it was about something more fundamental, the freedom to define your own path, to fight for a fairer system, to build a society that valued community as much as individual achievement. Kayleigh didn't have all the answers, but she knew this. The conversation about the American dream needed to change. It was time to acknowledge the cracks in the foundation, to have honest conversations about inequality and opportunity. The dream, she realized, wasn't dead. It just needed a serious renovation. If you liked this video, don't forget to rate, subscribe, and share so we can keep you up to date on what's important in our tiny fraction of the universe. And as always, take care.